Hello, everyone. How is everybody doing?
Mm, sorry.
My bad. Oh, mine was
My
already on
bizzle.
salad. For shizzle, my nizzle. How y'all doing? Doggone it. Me and this phone just ain't getting along tonight.
Y'all say hello as you join, please.
Hello, as you join, please.
She get on my nerves.
How is everyone? Hope everyone had a good new year and brought it in good. You wasn't as inebriated as I was and couldn't get out the bed the next day like me.
I got up and went to church, so
Oh, that's nice. The Lord will reward you.
she said, "But for me, no, no, no."
I had every intentions of going to church, but woo, child, we're gonna talk about that later. We're gonna talk about it later. We're gonna get to it.
What had happened was,
Feel like I look like a little mop with my hair. Y'all, I cut all my hair off, and this is the first time that it's been curly since I cut it off, and it's a love-hate relationship going on right now.
Not a love hate. Ain't that how we do our hair? All right, y'all that join, please say hello. Let us know you here. And we're gonna start the shenanigans with our intro. While we do that, please share.
Woo!
Oh Lord, I don't remember which one. I got too much crap in here. Let's try it.
Hello. Welcome to Occasionally Posh, where we enjoy life, laughs, and shenanigans. I am your girl, Miss Chassie B.
And I'm Sunshine. Welcome. Welcome to another episode of The Price is Right. No, Occasionally Posh. If you have joined, please comment, say hello, let us know you're here. And as we go through these shenanigans, as always, we invite you guys to comment along, play along, say what's on your mind, etc., etc. And we always start with a foreplay, and Chastity B got a video.
To introduce someone into our family, who would you warn them about?
My name is Kevin, and I'll warn them about Topher.
Y'all already know who I am. My name's Topher, and I think Olivia.
My name is Olivia, and I would warn them about Topher.
If you
Topher is rough. Why he talk like a old granny on a porch? I don't even know how to explain it.
Somebody said Topher got his own language.
It was strong and loud. Oh Lord, she said, go read the comments. Oh my God, my sister.
Oh my God, the comments were the worst.
What was they saying? You see the comments.
Oh my God, the comments took me down even more than Topher. But you want to know something? For some reason, I believe Topher. Olivia is probably the worst.
Somebody else was saying it on because I was trying to find like a better version of it on TikTok, but it was way too many of them. People was like, Olivia, the one you got to worry about. I mean, it might be right.
I believe Topher. I believe Topher. Topher doesn't look like he lies. I believe Topher.
If you say so.
Topher just loud and outspoken. Y'all ain't gonna do Topher like that.
Loud. He loud and loud. I'm trying to find the comments. Hold on.
But he remind me he seems like Paula Dean as a child.
Somebody said Topher look like he bite. I'm done. Somebody said I'll just lock my car door and I'm not even in the car.
Y'all ain't gonna be coming for Topher. Y'all will not be coming for Topher. Topher said what he said. It's Olivia. And Olivia is the problem. Doggone it.
Dana said when Topher come home, everybody locks their doors and pretend they sleep.
Hey, oh God, Topher's here. I bet Topher is a big sunshine.
I can't. He probably too much on some days though. He probably funny most days, but on some days it's like, all right, Topher.
Right. If he was mine, I'd be like, all right, now he ain't that damn funny. Y'all need to stop. But me visiting like every once in a while, oh, where is Topher? Like I'm not even thinking about the rest of these kids. Where is Topher?
Oh my God, them comments are hilarious, T. Them comments are hilarious. Poor little thing. He just got lots of personality. That's all. That's what we going with. All right, what did I put down for a foreplay? I don't even know. Oh, the internet be teaching these kids. I just got play it.
Just play it.
That is something you would do, or that was something you would do. Everybody's picking on that little pretty aunt chick. And look, she helping people celebrate womanhood over there.
I don't like her.
Pretty. Was something really wrong with her? Or was she just playing a character to get?
She was trying to mimic Black people, and that's what pissed me off about Black people sharing her thing. Is because she was trying to mimic Black people, and this bitch came up off of it.
Oh, they said Topher is short for Christopher. Oh Lord, I'm gonna start calling my husband Topher.
They know what me and Nicole said. One day we was like, we're gonna start calling him Topher instead of Chris.
He probably ain't gonna like it now, for real. Probably like, nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. Not at all.
Makes sense to me.
Well, that's our foreplay for the evening. Super short and quick. Did you want to start with Ratchet Theater again tonight?
Yes, Topher. We will be calling you Topher from now on. Ain't no negative. It's gonna be your new name. All right, Ratchet Theater.
We're gonna get a Florida Chassis B with Ratchet Theater. Here we go. Oh, sorry, wrong one.
So this week's episode of Ratchet Theater is people have a whole lot of audacity. Hey, thanks for the chocolate and the blanket. I really appreciate it. Yeah, no problem. I actually have one of those. They're super comfortable. Oh my God, like I love it. So I know this is kind of weird or kind of awkward. Excuse me. Kind of awkward, but the spending limit was $50. And I looked online and it seemed that the blanket and the chocolates only added up to $30. Do you think it's possible you could get me something else? My kids have been spending money out the wazoo. LOL. So then the person goes, yeah, no problem. I could just give you $20 if you like. That way you could just get yourself and your kids something special for the holidays.
For $20. I'm sorry.
Child, wait. She's already spent $30, but
Okay.
it gets worse. So this heifer gonna send a thing and says, "You think it's possible you could get this?" Y'all, it was a Samsung tablet. A tablet. Wow. So the person writes back, I should have changed my voices up better so y'all would know. So the other person writes back and I was like, "It's $120 tablet. I think that's a bit over the $50 spending limit." And the other girl goes, "I know, it's just that my kids have been spending me up, and it would make their day if mommy gave them something nice like this. Thanks, I appreciate it." You like, what that got to do with me? And I don't mean to be abrasive or anything, but you're an engineer, so you make quite a bit more than I do. LOL. I also take the $120 in cash if that makes it easier for you. The spending limit was $50. So I'd be more than happy to give you $20 or something worth $20. I understand you have kids, but I also have things that I need to pay for. And unfortunately, $120 for a coworker is a bit out of my budget. You're kidding me, right? You don't even have kids. What else would you spend your money on?
None of your business.
Oh, wait, there's more. Now you're going to ignore me. Real nice of you during the holidays. Honestly, don't know how you live with yourself. Disgusting. And scene.
Wow. The audacity doesn't sum it up enough. It doesn't sum it up enough. Girl, what?
So whenever I saw that, I was like, what? Like people really have audacity.
Right. I mean, the whole fact that you went afterwards to look up the prices on the items that you received just to see how much that's too much. Like, just be glad y'all celebrating the holidays. You got to give, unless they gave you a used glove or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it ain't that right. But she had an end game.
Right. $120 though. Like, I feel like if you wanted to get the tablet for your kids, which I honestly don't feel like it was for her kids, I feel like it was for her, you probably could have reached out a better way and asked for it. Because I'm pretty sure, no, I'm not pretty sure, I don't know, but this person, the other person that gave the gift, seems like a giving person. They seem like they want to give something that they enjoy, that they feel like other people would enjoy as well. I'm pretty sure if she had went about it a different way, she probably could have got at least half of the money for the tablet, if not all of the money for the tablet.
Right.
Like, just having a simple conversation, but just assuming that somebody owes you something. This is why I don't do Secret Santas. I hate Secret Santa.
I mean, I do it, but they were just coworkers, it sounded like to me. Even if she would have asked simply, it's too far across the line. I would never ask one of my, like, you don't count. We know each other. But I would never ask somebody I just work with. Just buy nothing like that. I probably would ask somebody really at all, but I'm just saying, like,
I need this for my kids. Can you buy it?
Girl, bye. And then talking about you an engineer, so you can afford it. That's my business.
Right.
That ain't got, and I really want to do something for the kids. That ain't my business either.
You should have been saving your coins. I mean, and I understand life happens, but it's not the engineer's responsibility to take care of your kids, ma'am.
Nope, it's not. It's not. Tierra said I definitely would have told her to get away from me and sign those kids up for a program if she's struggling. If she was struggling, she had no business participating in a $50 Secret Santa.
Exactly. And she probably didn't even spend $50 on her Secret Santa.
It probably was re-gifted. Chris said, sounds like they more than co-workers to me. Yeah, that might be the case.
I don't think that.
You never know in 2023. You never know. Tierra said, what? She not getting no money for the tablet? A limit means don't go over, not equivalent to. Right. Facts.
Exactly.
Sounds like an advance on $40 and some change. Yeah, don't laugh like that.
Speaking of the $40 and some change, have y'all seen Facebook today? They have been wilding on Facebook.
About what?
I'm gonna tell y'all, if it says go check my story, don't be checking nobody's story.
I seen one person's, but I literally got off at like 6:30 and came home and did this.
Child.
I ain't seen.
So I seen one earlier and it was like funny. It wasn't like anything crazy. So I was assuming everybody else's was like that. So I was clicking on some of them just to see what little funny thing they had put up or whatever. But me and another one of my homegirls, we was chatting back and forth, and we done went down some rabbit holes and I done seen some things.
So the only one I seen was them trying to be funny, like you nasty healthy shit. Thought you was gonna see something. That's the only one I seen. Yeah, but are you telling me there's something that ain't like that?
Oh, honey, it's a whole rabbit hole. We was sending them back and forth. I said, I don't know how I got here. I got to stop.
Cause you're nasty, helpful. No. I'm glad I ain't seen none of them. Vern said I would have told that heifer to give me the gifts back. Right, that part.
And that's Kev, on everything.
And Kev said I can't stand her begging Betty. This is exactly what she was.
Yeah, she was definitely.
It wasn't even the fact that she was begging to me. Like if you beg, you desperate. That's cool, but you an engineer, so you can afford it. Everybody feel like somebody owe you something because they do what they like.
But how do you know that just because I make money, I make a decent amount of money, doesn't mean that I don't have bills? My bills ain't the same as your bills. And if I make an engineer money, I got engineer bills. Honey. More money, more problems.
More money. And when that thing ring true, that thing should be a scripture. Proverbs 2:2. Okay,
it need to be somewhere in the Bible because that thing is true. 100% true, mama. Okay, because I swear, this Christmas, I said last Christmas I wasn't making this much money, and it was a better Christmas.
I miss the days when you can go in Walmart and spend $75, have 8 toys. I miss them days. Now you can't even get a decent Lego at a decent price.
Child, you can't even get eggs at a decent price.
Honey, gas went up $22 in 1 week. We was talking about that today, like it was just 2 something. We get back to 319, 320, 325.
Where did we go?
Usually in Inch that thing just shot up.
It was like, oh, y'all thought I was feeling you? Not that much.
That part. Kids said I hate people counting other people's pockets. They definitely do that, honey. They definitely do that. All right, that's it for Ratchet Theater. Hands claps to Chassa B for another episode.
I'm gonna work on my accents so that I'm gonna start doing like accents and stuff, so that y'all can know the difference. Next week I'm gonna have a Spanish accent for one of my peoples.
Oh God, I'm not. All right. Sorry, y'all. So last week we were supposed to talk about Best Man Final Chapter, but Chastity was ratchet and we never got to the topic.
I had a good time.
And then plus Tiara had said she hadn't watched it yet, so that kind of helped in our favor that we didn't get.
I stalled for Tiara. I stalled for UTT.
She did. But Best Man's Final Chapter, if y'all haven't watched it, it's on Peacock. It is a series. It is the last of the best man that we ever gonna see.
I feel like it's gonna be another one.
They can't call it. But I don't know. Chapters then come back.
I mean, you can't. It said chapters. It was plural. But also Terrence Howard said that he wasn't that he was retiring from acting. So
I seen articles saying it, but I haven't actually heard him say it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know if it was true or not.
I didn't fact check it.
I ain't either. I just seen it on social media, which ain't always right. But Best Man Final Chapter is on Peacock. It was a limited series. I've watched it in 1.5 days. What was your initial thoughts? Laughing at.
Hey, Kevin.
Oh, he said we all had a part in the ratchetness. On my part too. You did. You was egging on.
Thank you, Kevin.
He was egging on. Tierra said she would like to see Nia Long get a little mini spinoff. I don't know. I kind of want to see Quentin and Shelby get a spinoff.
Now, I would love to see that. I like them. I like them.
I ended up liking their characters. Really, I mean, I always liked everybody, but ended up liking their relationship.
Yeah, but you know, the crazy thing is I didn't think that I was going to like them together. Although I wanted them to be the ones that got married in the final chapters, because that's what it always alluded to, that, you know, that they were supposed to be together from the other movies or whatever. But I honestly didn't think I was going to like the relationship. I thought that I was going to be like, I mean, I'm glad they did it, but I actually enjoyed them.
I actually enjoyed it. I was a little nervous too, because of course most of us went into it thinking that they were immediately going to be the ones getting married, and then that old girl came in the picture with her weird tail self, and I was like, I don't know. Quentin seemed like he real invested in her. I don't know.
Child, when they was on that retreat thing and they all was high, that was the funniest thing ever.
I don't want no parts of that.
That was hilarious. I
don't want no parts. I guess my mama watching, she done sent the article about him saying it. I guess it's true.
Oh,
it's loading. He's taking his time. But yeah, but yeah, I really ended up liking their character. But you know, a lot of people quoted him being the here go another example of a toxic relationship, I guess, based on how they ended up together when he was supposed to be getting married, and she was finally about to say, forget it, leave, I'm gonna leave your butt alone, I'm finally tired of this, I ain't gonna keep chasing you. Then he was like, oh no, come back. Like, a lot of people was feeling some type of way about the toxicity, I can't say the word, that it exuded. How you feel about it?
I do agree that happens a lot of times, more often than not. I think both of us done spoke about that mess on here, so I do agree that was toxic, but I still liked it.
And yeah, I liked it too.
So I don't know. I might be toxic.
Sometimes I feel like people are toxic, but sometimes people are toxic just to be toxic, point blank, period. Sometimes people are toxic because they going through trauma in their life and it's a shield. And I felt like in their case, especially Shelby, because she spoke to it, she like talked about it a touch in it, about how she can't let people in, she can't trust folks, you know what I'm saying? People heard of men only want her for certain things, like, and that's why she acted the way she acted. Now, don't take away from the fact that she was toxic. I'm not saying that, but
a
lot of times there's a story. Like, we can't just count people off because they have toxic behaviors.
Right.
And a lot of times we take it all the way far left. With now you want her when she ain't there.
She didn't want you no more. And I'm gonna still say that stuff just so y'all know. I'm like, so now I don't want you no more. All of a sudden you want me. I'm still gonna say it.
I mean, but I'm a big believer that everything happens, you know, for a reason. So like if they would have ended up together in the first movie or the second movie, it would have been at the wrong time and they wouldn't have been as well together as they ended up being. You know, a lot of people end up, I think I said that last week or the week before, a lot of people end up trying to make stuff work when it ain't time for to make it work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then you end up messing it up. And I feel like that was a good example of it, even though all we know of them is their craziness. That was a good example of we got together when we were supposed to get together.
Right. And that I agree. The only thing that I didn't like about their relationship was the fact that she had a child and didn't let him know that
I knew it was his child too. I knew it was Best Man Holiday.
Me too,
baby. But when they gonna say it?
Right. I mean, me too. But I kind of forgot. I wish I had went back and looked at the movies before I actually looked at the series, because like whenever she finally admitted it, I was like, I already knew this, but. And then I remembered.
I didn't know. Okay.
But I didn't like that about them.
Yeah. I didn't like that either. And they kind of didn't really, I mean, I know they had a lot of things to get through in the series, so it wasn't much you can like, you know, you can't touch everything. But I didn't like how they kind of just jumped from him finding out, them being together, him raising a child, and then that was it. Like,
Right.
Now, you know it was some turmoil in there somewhere with that. Like, you know, he didn't just be like, oh, okay, let's go get married. Like, I'm pretty sure that didn't happen.
Like, why you ain't tell me that's my child out of mid-60s?
Yeah.
She was damn near grown.
Yeah. He missed a lot of years. Let's see. He said, Kev said, I want to see Nia this Saturday for dinner too. But hey, I'm done.
You know, I found out that Nia Long is like a distant cousin of mine. Like, it's very distant. It's very distant. But I did find that out, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Okay. Hey, cousin, you want to come on the show?
Right. Like, it's so distant that we probably don't even know the same people.
Probably not. Mama is like, she said, hey, darling. Hey, mama.
Hey,
Tierra said, I'm done. Tierra said, toxic people should be together. LOL.
I agree.
I mean, sometimes the balance don't be balancing. When both of y'all too toxic now.
Just a little bit of toxic.
Fighting. Y'all ain't no fist fighting.
Just a little bit.
Stuff.
You know,
slashing tires and poisoning folks.
Yeah, who poisoning people?
And end up on Lifetime Movie Network.
If you slash tires, just slash 3, because if you slash floor, insurance pays for it, ladies.
You know what? I'm done. Vince said easy Kev. I guess he meant Nia busy this weekend with Lance. That part. Very hard. She said, but in a good way, they were hiding their love behind it. Yep, they definitely was. They definitely was.
I agree.
And then she said they both had to grow up. Definitely had to both grow up. She said, yes, centuries. And then Sam said, your nails on point. Thank you, Sam. I got one casualty. But I appreciate you.
Look, I was like, he must have seen that mine is messed up. Baby, I had a time last night. No.
How did you feel about? I'm gonna hold the big story to the end because you know everybody talking about Robin and Harper, but we're gonna hold that to the end. How did you feel about Lance opening up in the show?
First of all, I want to say the first episode of Lance, he did not look like Lance. I was like, who is that man playing him? And I was like, did they replace Morris Chestnut? He did not look like him.
Chris said he looked like a crackhead. I'm like, he do not.
He did.
The beard wasn't his thing. Maybe that's what it was. The beard.
I was like, they done replaced Morris Chestnut. So I done went on Google to see if something had happened to him. And was he no longer in the episodes? Because I was like, what is going on? Thank you, Chris. I'm glad somebody else noticed it. Because that was just too much for me. But what was the question?
A lot of people when they were watching it, they said they didn't like the direction that his character had the direction that they took with him. But me personally, I thought it fitted. After he lost me, I knew he was gonna lose his dad rabbit mind.
Right, but
nobody else didn't know that.
He was a hoe before he fell in love with Mia. He fell in love with Mia, and then he lost Mia. What did y'all think was gonna happen? I felt like the direction was.
I thought it was exactly where it was gonna go after he lost his wife.
Right.
Literally.
Me too. But it made 100% sense to me.
Much, you know, it has to be that bad.
Why do people expect everything to be so rainbows and butterflies and fairy tale endings? That's not how life is. Let's be honest. Like, this man, he went through a lot. Like, this was the love of his life. You know, as far as the movie. But that was the love of his life, and he lost the love of his life. And y'all just want him to be like, oh, okay, well, I mean, she's dead, but I'm going to move on accordingly. And no, I'm not going to have any issues. And I'm going to be happy-go-lucky. I'm not going to be out here sleeping with a whole bunch of people trying to make up the fact that she's not the person that I'm waking up to every morning. That's not how life is. And then even if it was the fact that he wasn't sleeping with a whole bunch of people, it was probably going to be that he was in the bed miserable.
Right. He was going to be depressed, or he's going to turn into an alcoholic. Like, it all happens. People don't grieve the same. Everybody grieves differently. So
right.
I wasn't shocked. He went back to what he was, but times 10. Right. He lost her and retired all in the same little era. That's a lot. So now he don't know what he doing with his life. He ain't got football to jump back into. He ain't got the wife to come home to. Now he got all these kids by himself. Like, what would y'all do? Y'all just wake up the next day like, all right, time to move on. Like, no.
That's not how life is.
That's not how life is. So I mean, you know, I wasn't surprised and I understood it. I was surprised and I understood it. All right, hold on. I'm sorry. Anita said, I ain't gonna say Mom. Anita said I did not like that. I mean, I expected it. I ain't gonna say I liked it per se, but it was what I expected, me personally.
Right.
Then he said he did. She said he did look like a crackhead on special crack, not that special crack.
He had some new crack
made with baking soda and baking powder and garlic salt.
Because you know garlic salt go in garlic powder, onion powder go in everything.
Everything, okay? Everything, okay? Chris said he went from saint to straight sinner. I mean, he was saint, sinner, saint. And
he wasn't really a saint.
Saint. I mean, he was just, I don't think that had to do with it. He just living life the best he knew. He was living life the best he knew, I guess. I don't think
he was a saint in the other best men.
No, he always proclaimed that he loved the Lord and he read and prayed and went to church. Yes, but I mean, he always had his ways.
Right. He was
other than in the Best Man Holiday, he was pretty good in the Best Man Holiday, but she was sick too.
Right.
Not saying he wouldn't be good. I'm just saying, you know.
She about to die.
You gotta look at the full picture. Tierra said, first of all, Lance is fine. Is that you say that? He had a scene in the truck when they first got to the island. Now, when they got back to the island and he got out, he looked back like his regular smuggler self. I think it was the beard. I think the beard just didn't do him no favors.
I think they had a fill-in. I don't think that it was him. I honestly don't think it was him. That was his double, his Doppler. That was his Gucci man.
I am done. Chris said he traded that football for some hoes and more hoes. Anita said I don't think he represented that love being a hoe. I mean, but at that time you ain't thinking about the love lost.
Right. You think about the love that you need in the moment.
You thinking about that hole.
And being that hole, literally. But
the hole in your heart. Let me be clear with this helpful. The hole right here. Get on my nerves.
Sorry, it was easy. It was easy. Dang, I forgot what I was about to say. Go ahead to the next comment.
That's what your butt get. Terry said, I like that Lance was honest about his grief. He said he knew he shouldn't be sleeping around, but he was hurt and didn't know how to heal. That's fast. He didn't know how to heal, and he also didn't know what to do with his life. He was literally in the middle of nothing after losing so much. So Chris said he ain't got to live like he ain't got issues, but you ain't going to get no joy or satisfaction out of being a hoe either. I mean, you not, but that don't mean people don't do it. People don't. You only get temporary joy out of drinking or being on crack or smoking weed, but you still.
I feel like a lot of y'all are coming from a place of right now you're married and you're thinking that everything is supposed to be like so gung ho about the fact that you're married and you're happy. But if your spouse passed away, would you honestly be in a good place where you can say, well, I'm not going to go out there and be a hoe? You honestly don't know what you're going to do. That's even whenever parents and grandparents and nieces and kids and all these people pass away. You never know what place you're going to be in. So don't say it's not. It's not okay to go out there and be a hoe, but don't say that you getting going, whatever y'all are saying. I mixed up my words, but whatever y'all are saying, I feel like y'all are coming from a place of, I would never, or my spouse would never, but a whole bunch of people be nevering that would never.
That's facts. That is facts. And I was literally just telling the girls when I was talking to them today that everybody handles things differently. The way I would handle. I was referencing it about struggling and being a single parent and a single mom and the mentality that I had versus the mentality that somebody else had and things of that nature. People are just not going to people the same. And so we can't judge them. I used to be the person who judged, especially when I was a single parent and I was still working 1.5 jobs and doing what I had to do to survive. I'm like, if I can do it, she can do it too. Dag nabbit. That used to be me. Like, I don't want to hear that. Okay. Everybody's mentality ain't the same. The way they was raised ain't the same. The maturity level ain't the same. Whether they had certain traumas or not is not the same. How your mental health is not the same. Like
how people heal is not the same.
It's not the same. Like it's easy to say what we would or wouldn't do, but I mean, we don't know unless we there.
Right.
So just because you might not be a hoe, you might be something else. You might be a crackhead. You might be homeless because you done lost your job. You might lose your kid. You know what I'm saying? You might
it's so much more. I would rather be a hoe than lose my house. If I had to choose one.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Anita said the beard had him looking like Flavor. Not Flavor Flav. He wasn't that bad. He wasn't that bad. Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was close, but it wasn't that bad.
It was not.
It was too.
Vicky said he was going through that why he was looking bad. I guess is what she's saying. I mean,
I guess so.
He was struggling. He ended up even having problems in the bedroom after a while. Like, that ain't even working no more. He was figuring life out. She said, I'm not going to be no hoe for Vincent to come halt me. I'm done. He said, Vern said, been there and I was not one, but folks grieve differently. That's fair.
Right. Chris
said, I know for a fact that if I lost mine, I'd completely be devastated. But I also know for a fact that I wouldn't do all that for a fact. Well, hey, that's your story. That's your journey. Everybody ain't the same. Kev said it's never good to say never when it comes to reactions to situations that you have never been in before. Hey, I never say I would chase a hoe down. And I took the whole car, 2 wheels. Yo, did. Can y'all see that from me? Had that thing skirting, okay?
Meanwhile, I ain't never chased the whole day.
Well, y'all probably expected from her. Okay. Yeah, probably expected from her. You just never know what you're gonna do unless you're in the mood.
I can see you now. I'm so tickled.
And the wheels rolling, okay? Looking just like a Lifetime movie network. On the back roads in there. It wasn't even in town. It was on back street.
Oh, God. Hitting them curves.
Okay? Mary said, I just tuned in and first thing I hear is you might be a hoe. What I mean?
So, Mary, I was saying if I had to choose between being a hoe and being a crackhead or being homeless, I would be a hoe first.
That's her synopsis of the conversation. But we talking about Lance and how he grieved Mia in the final chapters is what we over here talking about. My Anita said I have slapped a hoe, but not chased one. She definitely has slapped one, okay? Slapped one. Chris said, sunshine, I'm shocked. Hey, it was a rough time, okay?
I ain't shocked.
Kim said, take a poll. Ain't nobody. Oh, she said, oh, yeah, I'm hoeing. Kim said, I choose hoe, okay?
All day.
Why we always got to go so left? Okay, let's get back. The point was not to go straight to the hoe. Okay. But he was a hoe. All right, speaking of Lance, what you think about the storyline with his son, LJ? Oh, you haven't watched it? Mary, you behind.
Oh, Mary, get off the thing. But listen, I felt like that it was typical. It was something that happens all the time. Mm-hmm. I wasn't shocked by it. I really wasn't that upset about it because it happens and it needs to be seen more. It needs to be spoke about more. And it needs to be an understanding that it's not accepted by a lot of families, family members, and all that kind of stuff, and it needed to be seen. And I like the fact that his play uncles and aunts and godparents and all that kind of stuff, they had his back. They had his back, and I love that about that.
I loved how Quentin called Jordan and was like, what he called it? Annually, a balinarian or whatever he said.
That shit was hilarious. I was like, that is so black.
If he ain't an uncle of every family, I swear, Quentin is an uncle. Everybody got their uncle. Bye,
Mary, love you.
Yeah, you too. Ma said, I think they told the story accurately how in some families that happens. It definitely it happens way more families than we want to admit. It's happened all our lives in families. We just hit it better.
Right.
We didn't have TikTok and Facebook and Instagram and whatever else is out there and Twitter.
Right.
To expose folks. So it has always happened, and people have always treated LJ the way Lance treated his son when he found out. He also was shocked when he found out too, because the son didn't communicate with him about his lifestyle, but he was scared.
Right. He was scared.
All Lance talk about is him being the new Lance. Everybody ain't gonna walk your journey. Right. Just because you're a doctor don't mean I'm gonna be a doctor.
Right.
Because you're a housekeeper, I ain't cleaning no toilet. It can go either way. Okay. Go either way. Don't say nothing more. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was good. Whenever he initially showed himself in that outfit, though, for some reason I thought he was feminine, but I was still surprised. But then I seen them shoes, I was like, oh, I got
that's him, baby. That's him. Yeah, all day. I was like, yes.
But I love how I love how Jordan handled being the guy.
Better than me, because I can't remember hardly any of their names. I know I know the real name or the character name, but I don't know both.
But I love I'm about to say Nia again. I love Jordan and how she handled being a godparent in that situation, even though Lance was upset with her. LJ needed somebody because he didn't have her or him. They would have never really found him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They would have never really found him. So I thought that was cool. Candace and Merch.
They were the couple that I want to be.
Candace and Merch.
They were just like out here having a good time. They was parenting. I'm trying to think if anything crazy happened with them.
I mean, they had their own issues as well, but initially, whenever they went to that the New Year's Eve party, and he was like, "F them kids," like, honey, if that ain't a parent for real, okay, I love y'all, but
I love that, and then I love the fact, like, whenever they came back home and the kids were like, wait a minute, I forgot they took drugs. I forgot. Because initially I thought they had a sugar high and then like came off the sugar high, but then
the daughter, the one that had anxiety issues, was the one that did whatever, but the other girl, she just ate herself to death. But it was awful. But it was both off of trauma, which the one daughter had anxiety anyway. But then that whole scene with the Karen and the calf didn't help nothing. Like, you literally saying that they was already in the cab. The girl was sitting in the cab.
And Merch handled it so good. Like, I'm so proud of him because, honey, I was ready to turn up. My brother had to stop me from turning up a couple of nights ago. We had went to Roxborough, and on the way back home, I had stopped at McDonald's to get us something to eat. Well, I needed a coffee. And this girl hit me in the back. And I was like, oh, hell, here we go. So I get out the car. I go look at my car. And I was like, okay, my car is fine. Her car looks fine. So I go over to her. I was like, hey, everything is fine. Nothing to worry about. And she was like, okay. And I said, wait a minute. So you're not acknowledging that you hit my car? And she was like, I mean, I don't know if I did or not. Bitch, you backed up. after you hit my car. And my brother was like, come on, Chastity, come on. I said, oh, no. We about to handle this right now. Because I wasn't going to call the police, but you done pissed me off. So now we about to get some people involved in this. And my brother's like, just calm down. Just calm down. So I could just imagine me out there with that Karen. I would have turned up like, baby, no.
Right. Yeah, it was pretty sad. It was pretty sad. But he literally just took the words out of my mouth. He said,
I'm listening, but I'm going to go check on the kids real quick. But I'm listening.
Okay. He said the relationship also showed how you always got to turn the camera on. Just remove yourself. We're gonna fight with her. He said the relationship also showed how the stress of parenting and marriage and career can cause you to start cage fighting. That is a fact. Their relationship literally hit home for me personally. Not that I've had, I ain't dealt with some of the stuff that they dealt with, but I have into it the same. And it's a lot trying to balance being married and being a spouse and being a mom and being a working person and trying to figure out what you want to do with your life and trying to figure out how you can take your life to the next level and things of that nature. And I really did feel like Candace and Merch's relationship really showed how hard it is, no matter how great you are doing. I mean, they had a really good life. They really lived their life to what they wanted it to be. They had the school, they was helping the kids, like they was doing all of those great things, but it's hard to keep that feeling of, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm also doing what I need to be doing at all times, blase. And I really felt like Candace and Merch relationship showed that really, really well. Especially coming off of the last Best Man holiday when all it did was show them fighting over, Shelby or whatnot. I'm glad that they, kind of full circle came back and was like, all right, let's see the inner workings of the relationship versus just them being worried about Shelby. I like that they changed the storyline up to that. But what did it surprise you what happened with Candace and her professor?
Wait, I'm trying to remember. He was trying to. No, that didn't surprise me. It
happens a lot.
Yeah.
It happens way too much.
More often than people even realize.
It happened. And you know how many people it happened to and they don't report it.
Right.
Like, it happens way too much. Like, wise women put in I ain't even gonna say women, men probably are as well, but wise women put in so many situations where they literally are trying to get help, are trying to support themselves, things of that nature, and it has to go left.
Right.
Like, I thought he was cool. I wasn't surprised at the situation because I know it happens, but the way that it flipped through him being at the party, talking to Merch on the side, talking about, yeah, we got to make these folk happy, to that,
right?
It's like, you can't trust nobody in these streets. It's kind of what it make you feel like you can't trust nobody. Tierra said, I like that they gave each other room to reinvent and grow as people in their relationship.
Yes, I love that about them.
Merch definitely did support Candace big time, but it was the same way she supported him, you know what I'm saying, when he was trying to figure out the things with the school and stuff. Like, they really did, like, they never said it was easy, but they was really good about trying to figure out how to make each other happy and to support each other and do what's best for their family and the community.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I try to be like that, you know what I'm saying? Mom was saying nope, she wasn't surprised about the professor. Kev said he seen the look in his eye.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
I saw it. I kind of already knew that it was gonna happen.
I did not. I really didn't. I don't know why, but I did.
So I wasn't too shocked, but I still was shocked.
Chris said their relationship also showed the strength in really loving the person you're with and dealing with all that comes with them, bad and good, bad and ugly. That's facts.
Right.
DZ said, trust nobody.
None of them.
We got to trust somebody. At least one. The Lord is one of them.
Trust no one.
Yes, I also like that they showed Merch having a reaction, cage fighting, to basically being thought of as soft or lame by friends, and maybe internally he believed it. That's facts. I think that happens way more than people verbalize it. A lot of people treat men weak or soft or whatever if they not this macho.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a man, dude. And I'm like, no, it don't. You be who? Be you.
Be you. Let me be the big spoon.
These people asking what's in the cup. We're gonna leave that. We're gonna Anita said the Lord. I said the Lord, at least the Lord and one other. You gotta trust somebody.
Shout out to my cup. Sam made us some cups. Sunshine ain't got hers yet.
I worked too late, but I ain't got mine yet.
I was gonna her cup, but you know. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you. Tom. Mom said, I'm sorry, Anita said, I knew he was a man because of the monkey paw. Yes, Tess, and this big spoon. Always.
I love being the big spoon. It's so fun.
Yeah, Tierra said, yes, I knew it was coming. He was getting too close and creepy by the computer. I mean, I knew it in that moment. I guess I didn't see it leading up to was my thing. He didn't because a lot of time men show at least a little bit of a sign. I mean, I ain't saying all the time. I know that it can happen, but usually you'd be like, he flirt with me? Nah, I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? Usually you get at least that. He literally went from nothing to boom. I'm gonna do this thing, okay?
Now that I do agree. I agree because he did go from like I'll probably say from like 2 to 100 and like
for real. You didn't get no signs, okay? None. But I mean that does happen as well. I mean, I get it. She said, as a lady, I wouldn't go to my professor's office at night and sit alone in his office. If that janitor didn't come in, it would have been worse. That's facts. He might.
I ain't making no promises that I probably wouldn't have done that because I probably would have not thinking that it was going to be anything crazy that would happen. So I probably would have went, and then we would.
Oh, the fight in the second movie, Monkey Paw. That was Mertz that did that, right? Or was it somebody?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I feel like
I slightly remember. He said, "How big of a spoon? Spaghetti pot spoon or Kool-Aid pitcher spoon?" I don't know.
I don't like Kool-Aid, so probably spaghetti.
Depends on the night. No, I was like,
it depends, baby. It depends.
Did I go through all the Jordan? So Jordan whole situation shit with her not knowing how to be in a relationship. But how did you? So first of all, the dude from the island, when they was on it, he didn't matter. He was just a young whatever they was flirting. The dude the friend that ended up coming back into her life. You know, a lot of people hated on him because he didn't look good enough for her. Did you see some of that?
I did not see that.
People so ignorant. People so ignorant.
People so shallow. And then I bet you a whole lot of the people that were saying that probably didn't even look good for him. Like, stop it. Y'all got to stop it. Looks is not everything. Number one.
Bags. Looks is not everything. But you know, a lot of people downed her and said that she she was this. I'm not. Again, she was this black woman who always got to nitpick at men and things of that nature. But I actually agree why she didn't want to date him after finding out what he did for a living.
I mean, so his thing was he was funding the
prison systems. Yeah,
I feel like all of us fund the prison system. If I'm being honest,
not intentionally.
Not intentionally,
they taking
our
money and doing it. We all fund some stuff we don't want to fund. Let's be real. But he was literally choosing to make money off
of it. Yeah,
a system that is so broken. And I don't knock her for not. I mean, I ain't saying what he was doing was wrong. I ain't saying what he was doing was right. But I don't knock her standing up for herself, being like, "That's not the type of person I want to be with." I don't see the problem.
Right, and I 100% agree.
I don't see the problem, but
I agree. I honestly felt like that storyline was pointless. Her whole, I feel like Jordan's whole storyline was pointless, and I would have rather her to be until her and Harper's situation. I would have rather just focused on them. Her and her being
every character had a part that every person has in their life.
I know,
everybody got the whole dude that finally get married. Everybody got the retired somebody who don't know what to do with their life or done lost a spouse. Everybody got that one aunt who been single for 42 years and people trying to figure out why. And that was her storyline.
That's gonna be me.
I'm not. I ain't saying that. I'm saying I felt like it made sense, especially with the fact of her being, because a lot of people downplay women being all about their career and investing all of that into being somebody and wanting to live, you know what I'm saying? And women do that to an extent because they feel like they have something to prove, and then she end up getting sick and not taking care of herself. Get out! Stop looking at the comments. Being sick and not taking care of herself, like all of that happens. Mm-hmm. All of that does happen, so I felt like it was irrelevant.
Yeah, I
if you didn't have that person, you would be missing something that happens in our communities.
I guess
because we all got it.
All right.
we all got.
I'm Jordan. I'm out here. I'm Jordan. Damn it, baby. That's why I'm feeling salty because I'm damn it, Jordan.
But I like that at the end she ended up finally saying this job ain't everything and finally just walking out and being like, I need to figure out my life. And a lot of us can't afford to quit our job and just walk out. But a lot of us give way too much to this work and not enough to ourselves.
One day, baby.
Not enough to ourselves. Okay.
That's true.
Mama said he didn't. LOL. I'm done. Deezy said, look is a lot though. I mean, attraction is a lot. Let me be clear.
Yes.
Attraction.
Because I've been seen some people that I be like, not that cute, but I'm attracted. Like,
okay. Tia said Jordan was disappointed, which is why I would like her spin-off. We didn't get to see her really change until the end. She's always been the same Jordan in both movies and most of the show. I mean, that's true. I guess the spin-off would kind of broaden her story and see her true growth. We never really get to see that, so that's true. Kel said I have been discriminated against for my career as well. Matter of fact, I'm ready to tell my story. Oh Lord,
he's a preacher, ain't he?
Well, he a firefighter by day.
Firefighter by day, pastor on Sunday.
By the weekend, minister. Oh, he ain't a pastor.
Minister. I don't know the difference, y'all.
A pastor mean you pastor. You like you have a church that you pastor.
Mm-hmm.
That makes anything. Yeah, later.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he still flute a little bit.
And then, go ahead.
No, go ahead. See what you gonna say.
I forgot.
Oh, excuse me. He's an elder. Okay, elder.
You was wrong. Elder on Sundays and Chassie B's hype person on Wednesdays.
On Wednesday nights at 9:30. Okay.
He's gonna be my new manager.
Anita said he thought it was okay as long as he gave back. That's saying it's okay to sell drugs as long as you give out turkey. That's a whole word.
It is okay to sell drugs if you give out turkeys.
No. She's so good, y'all. And then she just leaps.
I'm just playing.
Deezy said, so y'all can marry a face only a mother could love.
I mean,
God love them too.
I done seen some people that's married that only
still got Heidi Klum. I'm just saying.
And did. And Heidi is a baddie.
Okay. And still looking like Scar on Lion King.
You stop it. I like Seal though.
I didn't mean it.
Seal, I like you.
Rewind. Edit cut. Oh.
Sorry.
Tia said she didn't give the jail fund guy a chance to explain or ask him about it at all. I didn't like that, but I understand from the I mean, if from my point of view, it was because he wasn't transparent in what he did.
Right. Because she had to find that out from somebody else.
Right. Yeah. She had to find out from somebody else. If he would have been transparent and presented like, this is what I do for a living. I know a lot of people don't like it, but this is my overall goal. He might have would have had a chance. But he was just like, I made money. That was it. like she wasn't gonna find out. She literally worked for whatever the news station or whatever. She literally works for somewhere she was gonna find out. So, yeah.
Right.
DZ said not turkeys and dude. Okay. Talking about I gave that crackhead a job. Like paying him in crack.
Yes.
I'm done. He said, "Oh, y'all talking about best man and show with more shit than now porn star." I'm done. I am
Stop
done.
it.
And then Kevin said he's a firefighter EMT, daddy, deer hunter, evangelist, and someone's I can't say public. Hey, don't get yourself in trouble.
Sugar daddy. Okay. He said okay.
Y'all gonna have to wait for occasionally Posh After Dark for some of this, man.
We are going to start Occasionally Posh After Dark this year, and it is going to be 100% hosted and produced and everything by me, and we're gonna have fun.
I'm just gonna be.
We're gonna have fun.
I'm just gonna be there.
She might be there. She might not. Who knows?
Depends on the topic.
Knows? It depends on the topic.
If people have clothes on. Okay. Okay. Lastly, we've been talking about this long enough, but lastly, everybody's talking about Robin and Harper, and I actually found this thing. It says it has a picture of Robin and Harper, and one of them says the show villain, and the other one says the actual villain. So I want to know how you felt about the whole Robin and Harper situation.
Honestly, I don't feel like Harper ever really loved Robin. I feel like Harper has always loved Jordan. He wanted to be Jordan. Jordan just, they just never was able to figure it out. And I feel like that, you know what, stop it. I feel like, dang, I forgot my train of thought. What was I saying? Oh, I feel like that. What's her name? Jordan. Robin. I feel like Robin knew that she was just a placeholder, and she got what she needed out of the relationship, and she left. I honestly don't feel like they was ever truly happy. Like, just being honest, like, he loves Jordan. Jordan loves him. Right. They are probably going to be together. And I feel like she knew that, and she was like, well, I mean, he proposed to me. I got the ring, but did you have his heart?
I agree. I agree with that for the most part. It was one thing you said I don't know if I will agree with, but now I don't remember it. But I definitely agree that I don't think that definitely was a situation where red flags were shown super early in the game, and both of them ignored it. Not just Robin, not just Harper. Harper knew what his feelings was, but he tried to ignore him. Robin knew what was going on with Harper, and she tried to ignore it. They thought they was gonna get married and everything was gonna be gun ho. That's a lot of people's story when it comes to marriage. Let's just be real. Like it happens. But I don't agree with saying that neither one of them was a villain. I think they both just made mistakes, and life, and it got ugly.
Life be life. Adults be adulting, and life be life.
I think life, and it got ugly. Would I be a mom who would move my child to another country away from dad? I may or may not. But she wasn't just trying. I guess if she was literally just trying to move to keep the child away from him, then that would be a whole different other story. Will you stop looking at the comments so you can focus?
Let me turn them off. I be sitting there pop up. That's why usually I turn it off so I don't see it.
I don't pay attention to it until it's time. I just know it. But I don't. People made it sound like she just decided one day that I don't want him to be around his child no more, so I'm gonna take him to the other side. I'm gonna take her to the other side of the world. That was not what she was trying to do. She was literally trying to figure out, what do I need to do to be happy?
Right.
The problem is you had a child in the mix, and no matter what you decided, it was going to be hard. She could have stayed here and be miserable, and the child was going to have to live with a miserable mama, or she could figure out life and move and do what she really wanted to do and be happy, and the child will grow up around happiness. Reality is, I agree with the fact that Harper could have lived anywhere doing his career.
And could have.
And she sacrificed a lot to be what he needed, where he needed her to be, being a mom, doing a business that she kind of really didn't want to do, but was just trying to supplement so she could still cook. Like, she did a lot. She gave a lot. I agree that he could have went.
I agree too. Oh yeah, he could have 100% went. And so yeah, he's the villain in my eyes. He's the villain
because
he could have went.
A villain. I ain't gonna say nobody's a villain per se.
If we have to choose one, then I'm choosing him. Doggone it, because he could have went, and then he gonna sit up there and fight for custody and all that mess. Like, bye.
And reality is, you wasn't even at home when it was wife and child. What was you gonna do when it was just child?
Right.
Because he was missing the first couple of episodes. Well, no, it wasn't the first couple. He was in the first, but he was missing like two.
He was missing a lot. He was missing a lot. And Lance like called him and was like, "Hey, I don't know what you got to do to come home, but you need to come home
to the house, okay, and do what you need to do." And he never really listened to her. Right. He never really listened to her. She screamed from the rooftop that she wasn't happy for a long time, and he never listened. And which I'm not trying to sit and say it's all his fault, because it's not. The other twist is that she knew what she was getting herself into. Just because he didn't say that's what you was getting into, just because it wasn't wrote on no print, you knew what you was getting yourself into. Right. So I think both sides got to take accountability. They knew it was wrong from the get. Let's see. I done missed so much. Tierra said, "What? How is she, honey?" She said, "What? How is she the villain?" A lot of people said she was. How dare she take his child and move her away? Now she's just trying to play a card. Like, I didn't get that from her. That would be something Shelby would do. I didn't get that from Robin. I just didn't.
But
I know who do it.
I don't even feel like Shelby would do it.
I mean, Shelby didn't tell the man about his own child. So I mean,
but I feel like Robin would do it before Shelby.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's always the quiet ones.
Mama said I thought Robin was selfish. I don't agree with that. I feel like she was just trying to figure out how to be happy. Now, whether she did it the right way or not, she may have not. But I feel like at the end of the day, she was trying to figure out how to be happy. And neither one of them seemed truly, truly happy. Right. Like, ever. Even in the Best Man holiday, he was stressed about having a career and what to do about the booking and how to do this and blah, blah, blah. And then whenever it came to this new final chapter, he was all stressed. I'm dead with you. He was all stressed out about we need to move to this home that I ain't even gonna be at. Like
that she didn't even want.
It was just all wrong. That was all right. He said, DC said, with a name like Robin, ain't nobody about to love or trust. Stop. Sound like you got some trauma.
Hey, what Robin hurt you?
What Robin do to you?
That hurt you?
Okay.
Jesus.
Anita said, when you have a child, the child needs both parents. She only cared about her having a child with her. I don't agree with that. I mean, I agree that the child needs both parents. But I didn't see a lot of Harper. If you would stop being, you about to be fired off your own show. I'm gonna need you to focus. You be fired off your own show. She said, when you have a child, the child needs both parents. She only cared about her happiness and the child was hurt. I agree that the child was hurt. And I agree that the child needs both parents. But also both parents have to be in a great place to parent.
Right. And did he care about the child before the child was going to be taken all the way to Africa? Like, was he 100% doing, and this is like outside of the show, this is like real life stuff. Mm-hmm. As a man, was the man doing what he was supposed to do for that child and for that woman to make sure that they felt secure and safe and happy in the place that they was in? He wasn't. So she felt safer and more secure in Africa. I hate the whole narrative of both parents need to be. Well, I feel like both parents do need to be in a child's life, but that doesn't mean that they have to be in the same household. Because being in the same household sometimes is more has a more negative response on a whole lot of people than people that don't have both parents in the household. Because I know some people out here that is stressed out and that needs therapy. And that is hoeing like hoes ain't never hoed before, and just doing a whole lot. But they had both parents in the household, and it doesn't always equate that both parents in the household is going to mean that you're going to grow up and be good. It doesn't. So people need to stop with that narrative. Two good parents in the household is going to be good. Two people that do not love each other in a household, it's not going to be good.
It's not good. I agree with that. And people would complain if she was just moving. Where did they live at?
Child, somebody
they would have been mad if they moved to North Carolina.
City.
Right.
Oh, she taking them away. You can drive 30 minutes to go see your child. You can catch a flight. Stop it. Like, stop
in some situations, like the dad literally only sees the child every other weekend and they still be mad. Like, you see your child 4 days a week and it ain't even the full 4 days. You could do that. You could drive a little bit, you know. I mean, they would involve a flight, but I don't know. Like I said, would I be somebody who would do it? I ain't saying I would, but I also know that people have to live life and be happy. And I feel like the where the issue came was that they communicated that they had problems, but they communicated so late in the game that it seemed reactive in the moment.
Right. It was just like, I'm so tired. I'm tired. Boom! I'm going to Africa. But then at the end, she sent the child home to see him, which shows that
really well.
They really ended up co-parenting. Well. And a lot of people, you can co-parent better than you could be in a spousal relationship with some people sometimes.
That's true. Sierra said they seemed at peace. 2 adults who chose each other and decided to have a life together. That relationship ran its course and it ended. The end. Facts. Chris talking about, I don't know who about this Topher person, but Chris don't sleep. The sunshine, dude. I'm done. Topher. Can I take my name on here? I don't know. I'm gonna he said, boy, this sounded like the effects of a pandemic. What? He said, who is Topher? I'm done. He said he would have to travel a lot, and she would not. Like, he was traveling a lot, period.
He was already traveling. Yeah.
So she gonna be alone at home. She must be alone somewhere happy.
Exactly.
What was the difference? It was just location. Kel said, see, I think we missed some stuff because he said he had funded a lot of her ideas and never stayed focused or committed to them.
Well, they should have showed that in the movies and in the show. We didn't see it, so it don't matter.
Well, we did not see it. We did not see it. But even at the end with the famous argument when they was going back and forth, when she found out that he had filed for custody out of the blue when he found out that they was moving and blase. Even Merch himself said a lot of the things that you did, Harper, was for you.
Right.
You didn't think about nobody else, how nobody else would feel, blase. So if your own group of friends are saying this who have known you forever, how do you think the person that you live with
that you're supposed to love
like you got to people got to take accountability and self-reflect. It wasn't just her. She was just amplified because they were supposed to be partners and be in a relationship and be married and things of that nature. But if your own friends is telling you this, then you got to be like, well, dang, maybe Sly ain't doing something right. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm a little bit selfish.
To my friends when they tell me that I'm selfish or whatever, but I mean, I heard it go.
The whole series, Harper didn't do stuff.
Harper was always about Harper, even whenever it came to Jordan.
All the way to the final
when it came to Jordan, when it came to the lady that died, what's her name? And also when it came to Lance, like it was always about him. It was never about anybody else. He has always been selfish from the beginning to the end.
Right.
So he's the villain.
I ain't gonna say he's a villain, but even in
we gotta choose one.
We ain't got to. I didn't say we had to choose. But even in the Best Man Holiday, he was like, my friends come first, blase. He was still sneaking and deeping with the whole Lance book. Like, he just didn't do stuff right. He didn't handle things right. Right. That's my thing. My point. His handling was not handling. His handling was not handling. He said women always gonna choose a man as the villain, but if he let her run over him, he's too soft. You can't win. I mean, some of that is true. Now, Diesel, let's be clear. I said neither one of them was a villain. Let's just be clear.
If I had to choose one, I'm choosing Harper. I'm choosing Harper because Harper was selfish.
Both of them
about the whole thing.
What I said.
I said what I said. Damn it.
Harper was selfish, yes, but he also thought in his mind he was doing what's best for his family. So I don't think that makes him a villain. Now, if he was just out here living life and really didn't give two F's, that would be different. But in his little mind, he thought he was doing what he's supposed to do. So that's why I don't categorize it as a villain. I just categorize it as
if we choosing a villain.
People don't know how to be an adult.
People don't know how to love. Yes, they don't know how to. No, not adult. How to be in a relationship. How to deal with relationships, period. But I feel like that's even as kids. Like even as kids, you still have to deal how to be in relationships, whether that's a friendship, or a little boyfriend, girlfriend type of thing. That's still like things that you need to learn whenever you're younger. He's never learned, which a lot of people has never learned how to deal with relationships as they as a child, and then they don't know how to do it as adults either.
That's facts. I said a long time ago, we ain't talk how to date. We ain't talk. We talk. You meet somebody, you fall in love, you get married, you live happy ever after.
I don't want to do that.
We ain't talk about that. Nobody talk about that work, relationship, marriage, all of that. That work. Okay?
That's why I'm gonna have a cul-de-sac for me and my friends.
You know I'm not. Tierra said, "Oh, I do agree with that too." Harper believed he was the main character, but he always been that way, and she married him that way. That was my point. They both was wrong. Let's be clear. Mm-hmm. They both was wrong. Chris said she was about to let the produce guy feel her milk. That's neither here nor there. She was feeling the produce guy. She was. Remember the what's his name? I don't know his name. But the dude that she was going up there getting the herbs and stuff for.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
She was a little flirt. She didn't do nothing though on her defense.
She ain't do nothing.
But I'm not. I'm not.
Ain't nothing wrong. No.
Kevin said she was messing around with that farmer talking about mushrooms.
I forgot she did cook some mushrooms for him.
Never said they messed around. Let's not do that.
It was emotionally cheating. She was emotionally cheating.
It might have been that, but they never said they done something. Let's be clear.
She cooked some mushrooms for that man.
He said, "Well, go to Africa then. Don't be like that." A lot of people need therapy and hoeing.
This is true. And hoeing. A lot of people need therapy that's out here hoeing.
Oh, a lot of people need therapy, period. Point blank. 99. What's your little quote that you used to say? 99.9% of
99.9% of everybody needs therapy. And if you on here and you said that you don't need therapy, you the 1% that needs it.
Lie. Okay.
Everybody needs it. Y'all will be surprised in the things that you find out about yourself throughout the therapy.
Mm-hmm. That's facts. Anita said, I didn't say they have to be in the same house, but at least in the same country. In some circumstances, I agree with that. Us regular smuggler folk who can't buy a ticket to Africa every 2 weeks. No, you can stay right here. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? But they going to Africa, he was just any flight he was doing anyway.
Right.
And he literally could do his job from anywhere.
He can live in South Africa.
He literally can do his job anywhere. She said you can parent a child together in separate homes. That's facts. Daisy said definitely same country. Leaving the state is stupid, so leaving the country is ridiculous. I mean,
whatever y'all think.
Tara said he was acting extra weird when she wanted him to go to Ghana for a couple of months. He did after all the sacrifice. I forgot about that, T. Like before she even decided that I wanted to live there, she was like, "Hey, cool. You know what? I'm here. I'm supporting you."
She just wanted him to go for a little while,
couple of months.
And he didn't want to go. So she went and she was able to be there by herself. And that was probably the happiest time of her life. And she was happy with just being there and leaving him alone. She gave him his out. He's the villain. We choosing him as the villain.
We ain't doing nothing. This is not friends. This is not friends. Okay.
Oula, oui, c'est la vie. We choosing him as the villain.
Jesus said anything more than an hour away, I'll see you when I see you. Some of these mamas be doing too much and act like they really want you to be in the child the whole time using the child as a bargaining chip. I mean, that definitely does happen. I don't feel like that fits. I don't feel like that fits that particular story. Right. But it does happen.
That's true. But I also feel like a lot of being use excuses on hours an hour. You drive an hour for coochie, you drive an hour for your kids.
Well, some men, I ain't saying all. Now, don't say I'm male bashing. I said that. Some of y'all be talking about y'all here being daddies and all you do is pay your $20 in child support and see the child one time a month.
Some people.
I ain't say all. I'm
Right.
just saying.
But a lot do. A lot says, shit, I ain't got child support. I didn't know what
And-
child support look like.
Everybody, I go. I got child support right now. It'd be a down payment on the house. But but I can flip that too. Some women out there saying they being mamas and doing all they can do in the baby at grandma's house every other day.
Every day, right?
Both ways. It goes both ways.
I be seeing people. They be like, "Oh, my baby, they don't do nothing." I be like, "Girl, you don't either." Miss Sally is doing everything.
That part.
I done took some groceries up to Miss Sally while you out here in these streets ain't doing nothing for these kids, and then you mad because the Marcus ain't taking care of the kids. Well, bitch, you ain't either. You ain't either.
I ain't call you a B word. I'm just saying that.
I did.
Deezy said I don't play them games. Co-parent gonna be easy. I don't care about none extra. I mean, if that work out for you, but for a lot of people, co-parent ain't easy.
Right.
Should it be easy? Yes.
It should.
Do it?
Right.
Nah.
No.
Do it? No. A relationship won't work if you guys can't create your own standards. People be wanting to live for the approval of others. That's definitely fact.
That's true.
Then people be saying the old folks loved hard. Man, it's just with it wasn't no in that. Okay. That's fact.
I always say that. Always. Always.
Fact. Everybody got a cousin who ain't really their cousin back in the day. Kim said none of us ever wanting to hear these hard truths. At the end of the day, I think they found out that letting go and embracing the new place they are both in and co-parent efficiently makes the best possible outcome for the child.
Mm-hmm.
Evolution is evident. You have to be willing to accept people where they are, not where you met them or left them. Come on, Elder Chestnut. You summed that thing up real well, okay?
Not coming in with the words. Yes.
That's good. I be saying, I be saying it in relationships too. Like some people be mad at folks because they changed. No, they evolved.
Right. And if you didn't evolve with that person, that's okay.
That's okay. But don't be mad at them, bro.
Right.
Don't be mad.
Big
He
dog.
said, I need a little baby that's going to listen, not therapy. Nah, you need some therapy, Deezy. I don't even know you, but I feel like you need to lay on somebody's couch. Okay.
Come lay on my couch. I got you.
You know what? Y'all ain't gonna be there. Nigga said, like you said, Chaz, they didn't show her happy Africa self in the movie, so that don't count. That's what you took from it. You sound like her. I'm done. Oh my god.
I love it, Miss Anita, because they did. They did. So I have to agree.
Show her happiest. No, they didn't show her happy self in Africa. But in the first series of the show, you see how she was looking. She was like, oh my! Like you seen it coming. Let's be real.
I agree with Miss Anita. We didn't see it, so we don't know.
Okay.
I got you. I will allow it. I'll allow it.
Of course she would. Guess that I pay almost the same in child support as I do my mortgage. Woo!
Good God. See,
Google.
That's why I don't want no more kids.
You know what? Learn said cooking herb crusted mushrooms and getting her melons filled in Africa.
Y'all cutting up tonight, and I love it. I love it for y'all.
Y'all was cutting up. Well, we done talked enough about the movie, I'm sorry, the series. If you haven't watched it, I'm sorry. Go watch it. It was amazing. I literally left the show saying, "No, this can't be it." I'm going. This can't be it. She fired. I'm starting giving her the guest entry for this stream, y'all. She would have to get these shades. Most women go their mamas or their cousins' house. She went to Africa. Oh, dude. He said Harper wanted to live in Jamaica too for a year, but they never tried. Did he really?
See, that's why I should have went back and looked at the other episodes.
I remember in the first episode they flirting with it, talking about Jamaica, man. She was like, "Yeah, man," but I didn't know that meant he wanted to go live there.
I see, and I need to go back and watch everything. I'm gonna watch everything.
Reference to how Stella got a groove back, honestly. No, that was after. No, that was before Stella got a groove back.
I'm going to Jamaica, man.
Jamaica's nice. Just be careful where you go.
That's fine.
They tried
to keep the south side. From Southside Jamaica, Queens.
One part that was fun. I want to show one more part. One part that was funny about the argument scene was the Will Smith reference. And I didn't even realize it was a Will Smith reference until after I went back and seen it. And it was this part.
Some real talk.
What the fuck did you just say?
I said, keep my wife's name out your motherfucking mouth, nigga.
You think this is a joke?
Harper's just doing what he got to do to keep his family together.
I didn't go do that.
I said that's so ghetto, but I liked it.
It was so funny.
So I allow it.
And it's something, if Quentin was a real person, that's something Quentin would really do. Okay? That's something Quentin would really do.
I'll allow it.
Oh, Lord. Man, Africa got too many insects. She was not happy. Stop. She wanted to live in Africa. Okay, that makes more sense to me. I didn't think he said something about living in Africa. I thought it was her.
Jamaica, man.
Jamaica, Lord Jesus. I thought it was her one making a reference in the first movie about cooking a Jamaican food and talking. Yeah, Jamaica, man. I really thought it was her.
Some Jamaican oxtails would be lit right now.
Tierra said yes in the beginning after the wedding. She said she loved it there and felt a connection. Then she jumped out the boat. She did the whole first episode.
That's right.
She was in love when she was with it. So it wasn't a surprise to me, but people act like it was a surprise. But the first episode literally referenced the fact that she didn't feel at home where they lived at.
Right.
I don't know how we missed it. I don't know how I missed that. I heard it in the show, but I didn't put two and two together afterwards. Oh my God, they did Will wrong. LOL. Hey, it fit. It fit. Said that part had me dying. I love Quentin. I love it. I really do. She said she get the names mixed up. Chassie B do too. Tell her go fund me to herself when times get hard in Africa. Bye. Bye.
Daisy, you hating. Come sit on the couch so you get some therapy.
Well, we already at time. I had one more thing we could have talked about, but we passed.
And I'm going to talk about my shit next week because it's going to be a doozy.
Yeah.
I feel like,
it was supposed to be that. How do you feel about ending a relationship? You sure?
I mean, I could discuss it right now. Well, no, because I feel like I could go better into detail next week.
Okay.
Because I feel like some more shit is going to happen. All I'm saying is if you don't fell out with anybody this year already? And we on day 4.
Mom, can you help me?
Kaden, bye. I'm recording.
Vern said, "What happened to the white guy?" I have no idea. From Best Man Holiday,
said she loved them Best Man Holiday. Who cares about those people? But
she said next.
Y'all want me to talk about it?
She said next week. We can talk.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it next week. Because I do want to get more in depth in it. I do feel like it's going to be some other things that is going to happen in this situation that I'm going to need to discuss next week. And next week will probably be so much better. Because I'm fuck these people.
Golly. Well, to end on a note, I did send you something about TV villains, and we could kind of end on that. About the post I sent you about the TV villains or whatever. I didn't save it. I'm just gonna share it. But I want to know if y'all agree with all of these. Y'all agree with them? Lord, she killed me with disappointment. She killed me. All right, so the post says, I have composed a list of real villains. Feel free to add anybody else you can think of. These are just the ones that came off the top of my head. Blase. And there's a part 2 as well. But one of them was Zach. And it says manipulative to all his friends, played the victim to every situation since the beginning, slept with all the women in the friend circle. And then they say they're not mad at that, but they should be. The next one was Play from Kid and Play. It said didn't help Kid fight full force on the first movie. It effed off kids college education check on the second movie. Didn't want Kid to get married and try to get him to cheat on the third movie. Plus, effed off Showboat record money on the wedding and had them running across town from dogs and she-males and stuff. How y'all feel about these? I'm just gonna do a couple more. This one got Florida on it, not Florida. That was her name, right? Florida Evans held the family back every opportunity they had for a come up. Got mad at Michael for making a nickel for taking out that old lady garbage.
I couldn't stand her.
Who get mad at somebody making a nickel? Shoved religion down James' throat. James died, and months later, she married a man who didn't believe in God and Jesus. I don't even remember that.
See, this is what I couldn't.
And left the kids together to survive alone.
Hated that movie. I mean, that show. I hated Good Times because she always tried to keep them down. Like they find some money. She's like, that's not what God would like. God sent it to me. I'm pretty sure that he feels like it's okay. Like,
it's so many of these, y'all. But we're gonna have to post it to the we're gonna have to post it to our page. What you think about Taraji in this movie? Was she wrong or was hubby wrong? Ooh, that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day.
I feel like I need to look at Acrimony again because that's Acrimony, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I need to look at it again as an adult that has grew up and can see the toxicity in life. So I feel like I need to rewatch it as the person that I have grown to now. But I do feel like that. I feel like she was wrong. I feel like he was wrong.
I feel like they both was wrong.
Yo, let's watch it. We're gonna talk about it next week. Everybody watch Acrimony.
Everybody watch Acrimony.
But we're not gonna spend the whole time on Acrimony. We're gonna talk about some other things.
We're just gonna highlight.
But everybody watch Acrimony, and if it's on a platform that everybody doesn't have, that's not subscribed to, let me know because I'm probably subscribed to it. And I send you my login. Or we can do a watch party. We can do a watch party if everybody is not
if everybody's not subscribed so to fast, it won't be funny. We have to do that on another platform.
No, because I used to watch my hood movies on Facebook all the time whenever I was working. In the
office. They took away watch party. You can't do watch party on Facebook no more. Now on this, what we use, you can show videos through it and it'd be fine. But I just didn't know if Facebook would kick us off.
Well, I'll send y'all my stream. Doggone it. We'll be on StreamYard.
Oh Lord. Dang, y'all don't need that many comments that fast. He said, I fell out with all of them already. I'm gonna start a new me in 2024. We only 4 days in, dude. She explained in the beginning it didn't work out, but I don't remember her saying why though. I don't remember Jordan saying why it didn't work out. He said next week ain't promised. Go, go, go. Come on, Tina Turner. I'm done. LOL. Play. He was messy. Play was very messy. He was not a good friend.
Play was messy as hell. I love that movie.
I love all the movies, honestly. He said slept with all the women in the circle. Who you talking about? My granddaddy. Florida was a hater. Florida was on that BS.
Florida was. Oh, she used to make me so mad.
Sierra obviously don't know all the episodes because I knew that Florida disappeared off some of the episodes, but I didn't know it was because she married a man that didn't believe in God.
Yeah. Florida wasn't nothing but an old hypocrite. Oh, ho.
Mama said both was wrong. I agree with that. In Acrimony, both of them was wrong. Now she just reacted in a way that was rough, but they was both wrong. Okay. But he knew she was crazy when she knocked that trailer over. But we're gonna talk about it next week.
We're gonna talk about it next week. Everybody watch Acrimony. I am going to post it. We're gonna post it every day this week so that everybody knows to watch Acrimony. And if you need help watching Acrimony, let me know so I can send it to you and we can watch it. Doggone it, we're gonna watch it.
Brian said, "What did you say your rant is about next week?"
Y'all want me to go into this rant?
No. We're gonna wait. We got hour and 33 minutes in.
Oh yeah, we're gonna wait because I'm going to bed. I got a long day tomorrow.
We gonna wait, but that was it. We finally made it through Best Man. It was great. Y'all were amazing. The comments were amazing. We appreciate y'all so much. And he said thinking about Acrimony to piss him off. We'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that.
You gotta watch it again, DZ.
Everybody gotta watch it again. That's your task for this week. We're gonna start giving tasks. Task for the week. Watch Acrimony. Be ready for next week. Also be ready to talk about how y'all feel when relationships ends, because that's what we're gonna start out with.
That's what it is. That's what mine is about. Relationships end. It's not a relationship as far as a man. It's a relationship as far as these bitches. Sick of y'all.
Thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate you so much. We appreciate you so much. Please do us a favor if you haven't done so already, and please share, like, follow, subscribe. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitter.
And if you want to make a beat and a song for us, an intro song, like 10 seconds. That's all we need. 30.
More like 30. But yeah.
30 seconds.
Let us know.
That's all we need.
If you want to be a guest, if you got a topic we need to cover, you see a story that we need to talk about, etc., please feel free to send it to us. Send it to me or Chassie B or inbox us at Occasionally Pod. You can email us at occasionallypod@gmail.com. Whatever. We are here for you guys. I mean, we find topics, we have fun, we love it, but we're here for you guys. So if you ever see anything we need to talk about or whatever, just let us know. Okay? Let us know. And of course, if you want to put a little something in the collection plate, because this ain't free, you can do so at money sign Occasionally Posh. Okay, right there on Cash App. All right.
Or you can. Never mind. Go ahead.
Or you can.
I was gonna say you can send me some money because I gotta fix my nail. I broke it New Year's Eve. I had a good time.
On this camera.
She had a good time last night. Woo, child.
Sunshine OP. You want to hit me up and pay this IRS? It's hard.
CBL. Look, CBL84. You can hit that up.
You hit that cat. Bye. All right. We had a good time. We see y'all next week. Bye. Bye.
Bye.